How about this? This is okay, no problem. No, please. There's a dog sleeping by two. That means they are a couple. Now what are you doing? Where is the fish? Go.
My goodness, I've forgotten how to do this. That's how long it's been. I've forgotten how to do live streams. Who's in the chat? Forgotten how to do walking and talking. Oh, Lisa Sargent, hello. Hello. Hello, one and all. I thought I'd, as I'm not doing my show, because obviously I'm on the road here. At the moment I'm in Stratford-Upon-Avon, which I think I've been to many years ago when I was a kid, but I'm not 100% sure. So, Lewis and CP are live in London in a Paddy Mark, Charlotte, whatever, man. Same old shit, mate. I did see that. I was actually going to put that on, but I just know it's going to be the same old chants, and it's just boring, you know. So I've decided that I'm just going to run off this pier instead, rather than listening to the same old Matrix, PS, and yeah. So that's what I think I'll do. How do you get the live? So I'm not used to hide all chat messages. Some messages that not be visible. All chats are visible. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I just didn't bother. But it's funny, I just come back from, well, I say just come back. I'm slowly making my way back from up to north, from Cumbria, Lake District, from Standing a Light Festival, and I thought I might as well go travelling a bit and see places that I've at least not seen in a long time. And I was visiting a few people. I visited a few people earlier somewhere else, not in Stratford here, but kind of near, is it Kidderminster? I was around there. I did kind of try to find a place to do the show, like all the pubs and all that, but they were just either too loud or too quiet even. They can hear every word you're saying, you know, the stuff that we talk about is just a bit too much for some people. So you got to find that kind of sweet spot of not too noisy, but not too quiet either. Usually a spoons will do it, but this spoons, I tried 3 different spoons. One in, what was it called? Bromgrove. One in Bromgrove, which is actually quite a nice one, but again too loud. One in a town called Enfield, not in North London, but just another. And what that town is, fucking hell. I thought fuck this, I'm not staying here. And the spoons like had music in it, which is quite rare for a spoons. So clearly the people just don't give a shit. And And then I came here to Stratford. Stratford's a nice place. I remember it. Well, I think I remember it. I don't know whether I've been here before. So I thought, you know what? And I was trying to find a place, but where was it? Oh, almost fell there. Have you had a shower? Yeah, of course I've had a shower. I had one this morning. Who's this? Who's this? Young Will. Young Will. What? Young William Shakespeare? What's that about? So, what's that? Every compass points to spoons. Yeah, it's true. I did go through a lot of other bars here. They've got quite a lot of pubs here in Stratford, but they're all just too noisy or something. So, I mean, I already told David, like, previously anyway, that I probably won't be able to do the shows next week either. So, he sort of knew. I messaged him. He went, yeah, that's totally fine. But I did try, but... yeah. Yeah, and I was in a nice village earlier, in a pub. Really nice pub, got some nice food. Was with people. And I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. Might go to London, might drive all the way to London, I don't know. Not 100% yet. So, we'll see. And so Standing a Light. Yeah, it was really good festival, but weather's a bit shit, but unfortunately I think that's going to be a usual thing for that particular festival. The location it's at and the time of the year, it's not, it's not really, the weather's never going to be great, but apart from that, I mean, I think the best performance I saw, for me personally, I know Soraya was watching, was Mobius Loop. They sort of kind of blew me away. They were really great. That's the first time I saw them live. They're a little bit commie, a lot of the stuff that they talk about. Oh, capitalism, man, we can bring it down, and all that. But music-wise, artistic-wise, they're fucking good. They're really, really good. So, I can see beyond that, because I always say, so people can't really, they confuse the capitalism with corporatism. What they're hating is corporatism, but I can't bother. I got to the point now I can't bother to explain all this stuff anymore. So I did try all these pubs earlier. This is a Green King pub. This is the Spoons here, the Golden Bee. I did try that earlier, but it was just a little bit too loud. So that was it. Let's try. I'm gonna go to Shakespeare's birthplace. This ain't gonna be a long stream, by the way. Until the light goes, I'll end the stream. But I've not actually been to Shakespeare's birthplace yet. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I just don't believe any of the history anymore. I think it's all just made up lore now. I don't really call it history. It's just lore. Like when George R.R. Martin of Game of Thrones or J.R.R. Tolkien of Lord of the Rings, it's like one guy makes an entire universe, lore, stories within that world, history within that world. That's how I can see this world now. I can see it's just all lore. So, and whilst I was at Standing a Light, I was chatting to, oh god, what's his name? Oh fuck, I've just fucking forgotten it. I was just about to say it. He's a Scouser again. He's a nice Scouser Liverpool guy. What was his name, Sir Roger? We were chatting to him at his van with his two mates. Fuck, I've forgotten his name. But he just said, yeah, I used to like your walking and talking videos. And I went, yeah, I just don't really do them anymore. But I thought, I should have done it from 8 o'clock really, but I thought, wait, it's not this way, I don't think. I think it's down here. But I just thought of it just a few minutes ago. I thought, why don't I do like a little live? I'm not really doing anything. So I went in there earlier, tried there as well. So yeah, I'll try to do a show tomorrow, but again, I sort of said it last week anyway, that I probably won't be doing any shows this week until I'm back in a more area that I know where I can do the shows. Do you know what I mean? I've sort of made a little routine for myself in certain towns and counties. So Mobius Loop are awesome. Yep. What else we got? So you pick communism over the Daz band. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. There was a ruckus. There was some ruckus. The police were called a couple of times. But you know, you kind of expect it with like the group of people that we kind of hang out with. A lot of them are hotheads, you know, as they would call rabble, you know, rebel scum if they were the empire. So it kind of comes to the territory. But one guy was attacked. I won't say the names, but one guy was attacked, and based on the description, basically the description that he said was that, fuck, where am I? The description that he said was he was a so this guy got attacked in a fire at the fire circle at something like fucking 6:30 in the morning or 7 a.m. in the morning, because they were there all night. I remember I came along at 6:30 because me and my friend were trying to find something, and we never ended up finding it. This particular thing, I won't say, and basically it must have happened shortly after we left. But basically a guy who apparently was dressed up as Braveheart, like Mel Gibson's Braveheart, with the blue war paint, and he was a Scottish guy, and apparently he had a stick as well. I remember seeing a staff of some sort. He whacked it over the head. I think I know who the guy is. And it was all about just drunken city nonsense, basically. You know what made me laugh? It was that kind of living up to that stereotype, because it was an Irish guy who got whacked over the head and a Scottish guy. It's basically two big drinkers just living up to that stereotype. So there we go. Speaking of rebel scum, Israel's bitch is out of prison. Yep, I know. Is he rebel scum though? He's really kind of part of the establishment. He's actually not really rebel scum. Okay. Shakespeare. Oh. Okay, look, it says up there. Look, it says up there. It says Shakespeare's birthplace, right? Okay. So I've not actually been around this part of the town before yet. Let's see a picture. Apparently of Bill Shakespeare. So let's see, it must be, is this it? This old house, is this it? No, further down. Ezra just been giving him a foot massage. Apparently, what is it? I haven't actually properly seen the video, but apparently, Tommy, he came out with a Christian cross or something. He was holding it. It was quite theatric, wasn't it? Because obviously he's grown a beard, grown his hair, and it's like, oh look, I'm Jesus returning, sort of thing. But he's got a crucifix and all of that. And probably shortly after, he probably traded the crucifix for some coke, I imagine. Okay, what's this? Where's his house then? Okay, Shakespeare Centre. Is this his house? Is this where it used to be or something? Does anyone know where this guy's house is? BBC, but Jews hate Jesus. Yeah, and his schlong Carl. 24-inch New York pizza in Streatham for 20 quid if you come here for 12. What do you mean? Oh, what, 12 noon tomorrow? Or do you mean 12 midnight later? Streatham's like fucking southwest. I mean, technically, I could actually do that, but I'm actually gonna like proper knock my socks off just to get back to fucking Streatham for a pizza. I mean, like, pizzas are overrated anyway. It's just toppings on bread. Shakespeare lived in a to buy or not to buy to let. That's good. That is good. At least it's dry. Yeah, it's been lovely weather. Lovely weather. I've been going through Shropshire. Lovely. Like I said, I pulled over in a few towns before I got here. Went for a meal with a couple of friends. I sort of like I used that excuse that even though that's like way far away, the Standing a Light Festival, I kind of use it to my advantage to meet people I've not seen in a long time. Right, where's his birthplace, guys? I don't know where it is. Where's his supposed birthplace? I mean, I'm assuming it's this place, but based on the thing of it. Shakespeare Centre Craft Yard. Here we go. This is where he lived. He lived in a bungalow. That's it. What is it? Oh, what, this house here? Is that the place? I mean, you would think that there'd be some kind of plaque in it at least. Or a sign outside saying, yeah, this is Shakespeare's birthplace. Yeah, this is it. This is it, yeah. Shakespeare's birthplace. That's the shape of the house. So yeah, that's it. Oh, he had quite a big house, didn't he? So it's very pedestrianised. But, you know, that's understandable. Probably full of migrants, says Carlman. Yeah, it probably is. Why don't they turn this into a migrant hotel? I mean, it's probably better conditions than where they've come from, let's be fair, especially if they're from like Syria or Gaza or something like that, where it's been absolutely decimated. Okay, cool. So that's the thing. Let me sit down for a second. Ooh, so that's the street there. And there it is. And now I'm gonna drink my little drink. And then I'm gonna check out if there's anything going on. What day is it? It was a Wednesday, quaint, yeah. So to Jew or not to Jew? So there we go. That's it. So I'm probably just going to. I parked out. I managed to find amazingly. I found a parking space that the restrictions don't kick in till 10, and it's fairly nearby. So I won't have to get up to at least 9:30 tomorrow if I wanted to. But I've been around the town. It's pretty dead. I thought there'd be quite a few things going. Is it haunted? Well, there was apparently. There was a tour guide walking past. You know, one of those really annoying twats that are really dramatic, and the street where the Weatherspoons was apparently the building next to it was the most haunted house in Stratford. And that's all I heard. But I couldn't bother listening to him because he could sound like a proper bellend. Have you been following the news, Sean? Not really, I'll be honest with you. Although I did kind of catch up with a few whilst I was driving. I did catch up with some of David's shows and a couple of other podcasts. And I did when I was in one of the spoons earlier. Not here, but elsewhere. They were going on about the Israel and the Security Council and all of this. So it sounds like obviously the same old. And obviously the Liverpool. You know what? I actually passed by Liverpool. I could have actually gone there on what day is today? Yeah, on yesterday. Happened on Sunday, didn't it? Funny enough, it's going to sound like we're proper addicted to spoons. Is that on Monday? So it was a 4-day festival. Standing Alight was, and they had a day on Monday, but it was only kind of like a half day. It sort of ended at about, I don't know, 6 or something, let's say, maybe earlier, 5. But I arrived on Thursday, and after kind of, I had a Thursday night, I got a little bit on it. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So really, it was kind of at least 3.5 days, 4 days of kind of just getting it on. By Monday, I was kind of like I was like a shadow of myself. I was kind of half dead. And this guy came, Big Si. I don't know if you know Si, Flat Earth Si, Big Blue, Box Clever Army, all these fucking names he's got. He was driving around. He doesn't drink, and he said to me, he went, "Oh, you want to go into town, into Workington? That's the nearest town." And he said, and Siraj and his girlfriend were with me, and we went. Oh, fuck it, yeah, all right, then get out of this cold, mate. I could have easily just crawled back into bed, and then went into town, and originally we were going to go into this pub with a pool table, but it was shut, so we just simply went to Spoons, and I had copious amounts of coffee, because it's like free refills. I try not to drink coffee anymore, but I was proper, like, dead, right? And then a few pints of Guinnesses, and then as we bumped into people who were at the festival as well. They were the performers, some of the artists. They were on their way home. They had a hotel in Workington. That was it. And then we saw that news report of the Liverpool, that guy ploughing into the fans of Liverpool. But it's all a bit weird because he doesn't look 50. He looks quite young. So I don't know what that's all about. It won't shock me if they come out with if they start saying that the guy was, because mid-50s, the guy was like a reform voter, a reform supporter or member or whatever. Maybe that's some sort of weird psyop to like try and because I do think that there's all these factions. Like there's a Labour faction, there's a Tory faction, there's a Reform faction, and it's sort of like Game of Thrones. And maybe it's like Labour maybe trying to, I don't know. I mean, it trying to basically fight with saying, because obviously Reform are expected to like get a lot of MPs next thing. So I don't know. So it could be simply, or it could be just some random nutter. I don't know. I mean, what do people think? Koenig's the nonce entrance then. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he was actually kind of a saviour on Monday. The only real ghost is one's ghosting live streams. Yeah. I like coffee, but don't buy it. I ended up living off it. Usually it's just a car hits multiple people. As soon as it's a white guy, it's all over the news. Yeah, I know it's Wednesday. I can't believe it either. He was off his face on drink and drugs. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to make of it yet, to be honest. It's all a bit strange. Anyway, let's get up and go. Yeah, it's a nice town, Stratford. Obviously, you got the river here as well, the Avon. So that's pretty cool. That's where I started the live stream earlier. It's pretty nice. There was a fun fair, but it looks like there's literally no one at it. So not that I was going to go on any rides, but I'm just going to sort of look at it. Yeah, I'll probably just have an early night, to be honest. So because I'm still sort of recovering from. I was meant to when I left the festival yesterday, and I was meant to meet up with someone yesterday, but basically I had to help this friend of mine who fucking hell was, like all these people I know, yeah, they never make plans. It's like, oh, how do we get back to London? It's like, I don't know. Haven't you made plans to do that? And it's just all kind of like, quickly, action stations, we need to find someone to take us back sort of thing. So managed to find someone to get someone back to thing, and then they've given me all their stuff to basically transport. So I've got to go to West London anyway at some point to give all their crap that I got in my van. I didn't leave late, and I was just pretty much like, dead anyway on Tuesday. So drove a little bit, and then I just passed out, and my God, did I sleep. I slept until I must have got a good 12 hours sleep or something. But even still, I'm feeling a bit knackered. So I reckon one more night will do it. And let me see if there's anything open down. I've not actually been down there. I know there's quite a lot of pubs around here. I don't think that's going to be open. It's like fucking Wednesday. So the next festival I'll probably be going to, there's there's one in early June. There's one in like not this weekend, but the next weekend of June. It's in like Knockcourt in Kent near Sevenoaks. But it's more, again, they're trying to do a sort of Hope Sussex thing, but they're really early days, and this is just going to be a very, very small, minor. Like they might have acoustic and they might have a DJ, and that's about it. It's nothing big. It's just more of a camping kind of feel, as you would go to like you would go to a campsite. So they're sort of doing that. I might go to that. It's called like All Rise Up. I might go to that, but again, it's nothing big. It's nothing cray. And let's go down there. And then, but 50-50 on that, probably 75% no, to be honest. And what's the other ones? Oh yeah, there's Sounds Beautiful at the end of the month. I might go to that, but I can only make from Saturday and Sunday. Someone's invited me to like some summer solstice thing. The week before Sounds Beautiful, but it's all the way in Wales, and I'm like, I don't know about that. And what's the other ones? Yeah, Sounds Beautiful, and then there's, I don't think there's anything going on in July, I think then there's like literally a month skip then, and then it's like the first weekend of August, which is literally like the first, second and third of August. There's the Leicester Freedom Festival, which I'll probably go to that, but again, I can only make from Saturday. And then oh yes, and then at the end of August, I won't be going to Hope Sussex, guys, personally, because there's two other festivals going on at the same time. Well, one's the WTF festival, which is the same place as Standing a Light all the way up in Cumbria. And it's not my cup of tea personally. I mean, it's probably good speakers and stuff, but I'm not there to like listen to people say the same thing that I've heard 1,000 times. So that's not for me personally. I know they've got some music aware, but nah, it just ain't right for me. And then there's the Manifest one, again, same place as Standing a Light, but I probably can't make it till Saturday. I don't know. Nah, probably not worth it. But I'll probably go the weekend of Hope Sussex Festival. I'll probably more likely go down to Bournemouth because they got the All Rise Up guys, the Rise Above guys. If people watch that YouTube channel on a Friday, they're sort of like Corrupt FM from people just do nothing, but they're actually like, you know, good. So I'll most likely go to that. It's not a festival as such. It's more like a indoor festival, like a hotel weekender. They basically just take over this. It's on like one of the UNN shows. They came on a couple of weeks ago, and they were explaining it, saying that the guys come on, they take over this festival basically, to this hotel, sorry, and for the weekend. And I think obviously during the day, because it's like smack bang in the middle of Bournemouth, people go to the beach and all that, you know, during the day. And then in the evening, they come back for the, you know, the stuff that's going on. You got all speakers, got all talkers and stuff like that. Then I think they do a DJ set at the end of the evening, I think. So, yeah, I'll probably go to that. Just something a bit different. So, yeah, Rise Above. Yeah, that's their YouTube channel. Yeah, thanks, Lisa. Yeah, everyone in the pub. Yeah, it's like it's a Wednesday, man. No one's about. Eerily quiet. Yeah, I know. So just looking at all your messages. Yeah. He's off his face and drinking. Oh yeah, that's the guy. Yeah, the Liverpool guy. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I think I'm gonna head off. So it's been over half an hour. So yeah, I thought I'd just do a little catch up. As I was doing nothing, I didn't get to do my show. I'll tell you what, if I don't get to do the show for whatever reason, the UNN show at 8 o'clock tomorrow, then I might do another live stream just to, like, you know, walk and talk and stuff, you know, if I'm not already preoccupied, that is. So that's what I'm going to do. So anyway, guys, thanks all for watching. Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Sean. Safe travels. Cheers. And I'll slowly make my way up. I might go for a drink quickly in the Spoons or whatever, because there's just nothing else about. And then I'll just decide what I want to do tomorrow, where I want to go. I'll plan my journey, and I'll see if there's anything on the way that's of interest. Anyway, I'm gonna go. So table number? No, I don't know. I can't. But I'm not playing the table. I'm not playing the Wetherspoons game. I'm just not in the zone for it. I'm a little bit, like I said, I'm a little bit still haggard from the weekend that I've just had. So there's a lot of stuff that was taken, let's put it like that. So Danny Rampling also was great. There was a guy before Danny Rampling called Daz Shaw. He's a DJ. He was fucking amazing. And then Rampling's also playing in Kent on Sunday somewhere. So yeah, he's doing like a free gig in like a park basically. So like at a bandstand or something. So that'd be cool, no doubt. So yeah. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna head off. Thanks all for listening to my rambles. Party animal Sean is. Yeah. So, and take care. Right, see you later, guys. Bye bye. Take care. Ta-ta. How do you end the stream? Do you know, I've forgotten how to end the stream. How do you actually end the stream? Are you sure you want to end the stream? Yes. Okay.